Steve Perry has a positive touch when it comes to doing interviews, and we'll talk about that and some more things coming right up. Hello, everybody. It's Gary Stuckey here. Welcome back to another episode where we're talking about Steve Perry and Journey and all that good stuff. You know, if it's one thing that Steve Perry has done recently in his interviews constantly is being positive about everything. And he's slowly revealing himself more and more as each interview goes by. He's opening up a little bit, and you're getting to hear some more details about his life. And on recent interviews, notice he hasn't said anything negative toward anybody. He's been positive about Arnel and talked about how Arnel Pineda, the new lead singer of Journey, how nice of a guy he is. His voice is great. You know, he's doing a great job in the band. That's his gig, he said. So, you know, Steve is remaining positive. He doesn't bring up any negative thing about Journey. You know, he doesn't mention the Trial by Fire and then after that album, you know, with the incident in Hawaii and the hip and everything. I don't know the whole story about that. You know, only he and Journey know the whole deal. But notice he's not bringing that up. He's not bringing up hurts. He's not pointing fingers at why you did this. You know what he is doing? He's focusing on himself and what he has to do in life, what he needs to do. And he's putting a lot of the blame on himself. He's saying, you know, he walked away because he got burnt out. He's not saying this person did this person did that. And these interviews are controlled in a good way. I mean, I believe Steve has gone over the questions. Notice a lot of the questions are the same, a little bit different each time, but he's revealing more and more each day. But notice that's what he's doing. He's remaining positive, and he's not going to stop being that way. He's in his interview that he's doing. When they're asking him certain questions, he he's happy, and he talks about things, and his eyes light up, and he's funny. And then there's some sad moments where he's thinking about the past and thinking about Kelly, things like that. But he's come to a point where he's accepted some things, and it's doing him good. And he's going to share that in his songs. He said every one of the songs is going to reveal something about his life, just like the album cover. So, no erasing the past. And he's revealing himself, and we're excited about it. He's excited about it. And he's telling us about that. And he gets a chance to reconnect with the fans, and we get the joy of rediscovering you, Steve Perry. And he does the same thing with us. We're rediscovering that magic that we were missing out of for all these years. And some other things inside hints that make me happy is, when they ask the question, are you going to rejoin Journey? He didn't say no. He didn't say, those guys, get on my nerves. They did me wrong. I'm never going back. He didn't say that. He said, right now, I'm focusing on my music. Right now. He said that a few times. And that's exactly what he wants to do. He didn't come back after all these years, and then he's just going to rejoin Journey. I've said that a bunch of times. And not saying he's going to rejoin Journey. And I know a lot of people, that's like a touchy subject. It's almost like they don't want it to happen. But I'm not going to talk about that too much, because what he wants to do right now is focus on his music, his new album coming out October 5th, new single out, No Erasing. Another one's coming out within a few weeks or so, and we're going to get a chance to hear that soon. So nothing but positive feelings, positive energy, positive messages coming from Steve Perry in these interviews. You won't hear him bashing on anybody. A lot of that going on. I witnessed, Arnel this morning on Twitter was talking about somebody's on there bashing him. You don't need to bash somebody that's been through a lot of stuff, and they're talented, and, everybody has their own story. You never need to bash on somebody. You don't know what they're going through. But, we should all learn to be positive and build each other up and focus on what you're doing and what you do best. And that's exactly what Steve Perry's doing right now. He's talking about that music, hinted around about maybe doing a tour, but he's taking everything step by step. Notice, go back and listen to the interviews. He said he's focusing on the music, his music. He wants, all of us to hear. But when he's asked about the tour, he said, not right now. So everything is not right now. So he's doing the music, tour, and then, you will see about what happens. So, but I'm okay. I'm good with that. Steve Perry, new music out right now. Nothing wrong with that at all. So keep that positivity going, everybody. And help Steve out. Go buy his albums. Promote Steve any way you can. And don't stop believing, everybody. This is Gary Stuckey. God bless you.